EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
On the set. Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Kevin Pirates, 69, Mustang 19. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on. Hey.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the ground, it's a rookie running back out of Miami. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Buffalo 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 18 yards the game for number 18.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 6.
18 Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. Trap 50. Trap 60.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 6. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Red. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready,
On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Ready up.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70 line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Connects with Kittle underneath. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Outside. Watch out. You're not.
Here's the playmaker, Christian McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Niners have 13-3 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the playoff in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 12 drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Outside. 18, watch out!
That's complete out left to Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Kirk once again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
On the give, here's Charbonnet to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
19-18.
The slot man in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Ready. 19-70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Still going. They can't stop him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 14.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4.
Outside. 22. Yellow. Yellow. Stop.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
18 level, 18 level, 6, Tampa 11, Tampa 11.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cougar 19, 18, 5 in.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot in the release as this will be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Take it at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
18, watch out.
Here's the option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This will be caught at about the 3. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
What's up?
McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Get set. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with McCaffrey. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Open man right side is Cup, complete. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
60 vices, 60 vices. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Taking it about the 36. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Uno. Get set. W18. Watch out. Yellow. Stop.
A first carry here for Jordan James. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now we give right side McCaffrey. And across the trunk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Well, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Watch out. Yellow.
Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Purdy. Intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Check. Count. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Michael Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now he's free up the right sideline. George Kittle inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, an even 90 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Under pressure, and they get to him again. Nick Bosa. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Steady.
He'll look to throw. To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
28-yard gain. And the Seahawks first down.
Timberwolves, 19 Lions. Get it. 65, trap 50, trap 50. 18, Pioneer, Buffalo 18. Ready, right?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Second and 10.
Here we go, check. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Viking 18. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Up the middle they go. Martinez. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Ready. Ready.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Horton.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cowboy 80.
2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Ready? Cut 19. Cut 19. Tiger. Not 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Horton. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16, the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
18, watch out!
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
Outside. 18.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
18. Watch out.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Derek Hall drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now quickly here to Smith and Jigbo. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Second and 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll drop to throw.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
18, what's up?
Purdy now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Outside, yellow. 22, 22, box.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or two is going to be there as well.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. Although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Line around up.
Play action. Now Purdy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the set. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 2. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. 21. 21.
And throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Run around top. Yellow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Outside. 21.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They spotted at the 49. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now, he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times